go with me. Something for you to see. Time to be kind, leave the madness behind. There's no better way to be. When you're free in Fredonia, breathe in the air you want to, shaking hands with your neighbors and friends. Free in Fredonia and happy again. Come take my hand, join in the band, write what is true, the song that's in you, to be happy again. Happy again. When you're free in Fredonia, breathing the air you want to, shaking hands with your neighbors and friends. Free in Fredonia and happy again. So pack up your worries, your troubles and woes, put them all behind you and close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Come sing with me. What you dream can be. Take a walk outside, slow down life's ride so everyone can see. When you're free in Fredonia, breathe in the air you want to, shaking hands with your neighbors and friends. Free in Fredonia and happy again. When you're free in Fredonia, breathe in the air you want to, shaking hands with your neighbors and friends. Free in Fredonia and happy again. Happy again.
There's a place two rivers meet at the top of Tennessee. You hear the song about the last train gone to the town that's home to me. Now the railroad tracks go nowhere where the 10th Street Depot stands. The train shut down when the bridge turns brown and the boats call out all hands. Though the wind might call my name, I know my sweet memories won't let me go. I'm on the banks of the Red River where the Cumberland flows. Are the Roxy lights still shining to show where dreams are born? Our summer dates on magic skates still on pinewood floors? Do the movies show at sunset? Are the cars?
Hey everybody, get ready to have some fun. Welcome to the Free in Fredonia Show.
Hello, what's that? You want to know where you can get a hold of Mrs. Potter? I don't know, she's awfully ticklish.
Now, I'm in a position, gentlemen, where...
He's hungry.
Here, have one of these flowers. They're buckwheat.
Here's your host, Gary SannaBlue Baker.
Hey, everybody, it's good to see you. I hope you had a great weekend, a great 4th. I wanted to show off the first fish of summer that I caught. It was a lot of fun. Was out on the lake. Wasn't out there very long, but I managed to hook one in. It's been a while. I want to say hello to everybody. There's Kat, Elijah, Bill, Isaiah, Sharon. Who am I missing? I've got a lot of things to cover tonight. Let me go ahead and switch over here. Yeah, here we go. First of all, the trivia subject tonight is Tarzan of the Apes. I don't know if you remember Tarzan or not, but we're going to check and see if you did. I started reading Tarzan books when I was a kid, and I just became enthralled with Tarzan of the Apes. So we're going to see how much you know about Tarzan. We're going to go over right the next line. Y'all are starting to contribute lines to this. The only problem is we've got to get it on one page because I'm afraid I'm going to miss somebody's line, and I don't want to do that. So this is what we're going to do on right the next line. Go to the Free in Fredonia Facebook page to comment and make your suggestion for the next line. You don't have to watch the show on there, but when you go to make a comment, that's where you need to make your comment. Hey, Janie. Hey, Linda. So there, remember, when you make a comment on right the next line to make a contribution, go to the Free in Fredonia Facebook page. That way I will not miss anybody's line, and we've had some good ones, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But I wanted to make that announcement up front. Another feature that I've added, I'm going to try tonight, is Today in History. I don't know if you're like me, but I really enjoy history, all aspects of it, particularly Southern history. But anyway, so I'm going to do a rundown on what happened this day, July the 7th, this day in history. So we'll do that. First of all, let's get to the word for the day. Let me scroll down here and find it. It's getting busier and busier on the control panel here. Here we go. Word for the day.
Therefore, we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. 2 Corinthians 4:16. External setbacks don't define you. God is steadily renewing your inner strength and purpose.
Hey, Janie, thank you so much. I'm glad to be back. Hey, Melinda. It's kind of odd. This is starting to become like a habit. This is my daily routine, and I enjoy doing it. It's fun to meet up with everybody, and I appreciate y'all playing along. I'm going to go ahead and I want to see what you think about this day in history. And we'll get to the game in just a second. But this day in history, if you're anything like me, you're curious about what happened. So here we go. This day in history, July 7th.
1798, the Quasi-War, an undeclared naval war between the United States and France, officially began when the U.S. Congress rescinded its treaties with France. 1865, Mary Surratt was executed for her involvement in the assassination of President Abraham Lincoln. She was the first woman to be executed by the U.S. federal government. 1898, the United States officially annexed Hawaii through a joint resolution signed by President William McKinley. 1937, the Marco Polo Bridge incident near Beijing marked the start of the Second Sino-Japanese War. 1981, Sandra Day O'Connor was nominated to become the first female justice on the U.S. Supreme Court by President Ronald Reagan. 2005. London was struck by coordinated terrorist attacks on its public transportation system during rush hour, resulting in 52 deaths. 2019. The U.S. women's national soccer team won their 4th FIFA World Cup title.
All right. I don't know if we'll do that as a daily feature, but I'm going to throw that in every once in a while just to do something different and remind everybody about our history. All right, we're going to play some trivia here. Let's get to Gloria real fast. And while I'm doing that, go ahead and hit your share buttons on whatever medium or format you're on. Invite everybody to come and play with us, to meet us, and see what we're doing over here. And everybody is more than welcome. So hit your share buttons, and we'll get Gloria to remind us how to play this game.
Be sure to watch the timer at the top of the screen so you will get your... Be sure you like and share with everybody. It's going to be lots of fun with interesting trivia questions on a variety of subjects. The way you play is, the question will be posted on screen with 4 possible answers. You'll have just enough time to choose the answer you think is correct and type in the correlating number in the comments section. Be sure to watch the timer at the top of the screen so you will get your answer in before the cutoff. After you post your choice, give Gary a few seconds to tabulate the answers, and the correct response will be noted before advancing to the next question. Good luck! Now, back to Gary.
All right. Tarzan of the Apes, that's the trivia subject tonight. I appreciate everybody coming and playing. I hope you had a great weekend. We certainly did down at the Shamrock Club. We had so much fun. Everybody was down there, and we were on boats, and there was food and all kinds of craziness going on. And so I wanted to thank Melinda and Janie and Leanne for all their hard work and contribution to it. And I just saw Bill Hoy's storms coming in. I'm talking about Melinda, Janie, and Leanne, and you're talking about a storm coming in. Okay. All right, here we go. Tarzan of the Apes. Question 1. Who created the character Tarzan? Was it Mark Twain, Jules Verne, H.G. Wells, or Edgar Rice Burroughs? Put your comment or your answer in the comment section 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I'm also going to talk about after the game, we're going to go visit the next line on the song that we're all are writing. And I want to show you that. And we're going to take a poll. I finally figured that out. But anyway, right now, who created Tarzan? As a kid, I tried to beat Tarzan, swinging around in trees and just acting crazy. I trust everybody had a good weekend. Edgar Rice Burroughs. Bill, Sharon, Melinda, and Linda. Evidently, y'all did a little reading. Here we go. Next question. What is Tarzan's real name in the original novels? Is it William Armstrong, John Clayton, James Porter, or George Greystoke? What's Tarzan's real name? Real name. Yeah, Janie, I said you. Melinda, Lynn, and Janie. I'm not going to leave you out. You're part of the show. What is Tarzan's real name in the original novels? William Armstrong, John Clayton, James Porter, George Greystoke. Sharon, didn't you read Tarzan or watch him on TV, movies? I think they actually had a TV series. That may be one of the questions. I don't know. I can't remember. All right, John Clayton, Bill and Cat. That was Tarzan's real name, John Clayton, in the original novels. Question 3. In which year did Tarzan first appear in print? Was it 1920, 1912, 1905, or 1899? I'm not sure if any of y'all are old enough to remember the first edition, but 1920, 1912, 1905, 1899. Oh, I got to say, I had a great conversation with my grandson Elijah today and was just amazed at how much this boy knows about basketball. I mean, he is like a walking encyclopedia. I'm going to have to get him on a FaceTime call and just to show off his knowledge. It was fascinating just watching him work. Anyway, I enjoyed it. 1912 was the first year that Tarzan appeared in print, and Elijah, Janie, and Bill knew that. 43%. Here we go. Question 4. Which jungle animal raised Tarzan? Wolves, tigers, lions, or apes? Put your answer in there. All right. We got company coming in. Boy, I tell you, this summer has really been busy. Tyler will be in tomorrow. Which jungle animal raised Tarzan? Wolves, tigers, lions, or apes? Mr. Tyler Marshall. Mr. Tyler lives in Canada. He's pretty much running things up there. Apes. Tarzan of the Apes. Bill, Sharon, Janie, and Linda. What happened to Isaiah? Elijah, did he drop out? Okay. That's question 4. This is 5. What's the title of the first Tarzan novel? The Jungle King, Tarzan of the Apes, Son of the Wild, Lord of the Jungle. What's the title of the first novel? Isaiah is eating. Okay. I'm not even going to ask where Daniel is. What's the title of the first Tarzan novel? The Jungle King, Tarzan the Apes, Son of the Wild, Lord of the Jungle. Had a great time with Melinda Weens down at the Shamrock Club. Boy, she is just fantastic. She runs a tight ship, though. I'm telling you. You know, she needs to with that crew. Somebody's got to keep them straight. Tarzan of the Apes. Elijah, Bill, Melinda, and Linda. Linda, I'm glad you got that right. I was beginning to worry about you. Let's see if I can pause it. I made it. Display leaderboard. Look at there. Bill Hoy. Bill knows Tarzan. I trust everybody is on the leaderboard. Okay. Here we go. Question 6. I'm missing Lee Ann. That's who I'm missing. Which actress voiced Jane in Disney's 1999 Tarzan movie? Bill's Tarzan. That's pretty good, Sharon. Is it Minnie Driver, Helena Bonham Carter, Emma Thompson, or Kate Blanchett? Let me put Sharon's comment up on the screen there. That's pretty good. All right. Which actress voiced Jane in Disney's Tarzan movie? Minnie, Helena, Emma, or Kate? 1999. I do not remember that movie. All right. Appreciate y'all playing tonight, Monday. It is Monday, isn't it? I have trouble remembering the days. Minnie Driver. Way to go, Elijah. And there's Tom. Tom, we've been waiting on you. Tom says he's not here most of the time. All right, that's question 6. Question 7. Which musician composed songs for Disney's Tarzan? This was in 1999 also. Was it Randy Newman, Phil Collins, Hans Zimmer, or Elton John? Did you see it out more, Melinda? You stay cooped up all the time. You never go anywhere. But you're never home. Pete sent me that picture. That fish picture came from Pete. He was with me. So, all right. Which musician composed the songs? Linda, where's your crew tonight? I thought Chrissy would be in on this Write the Next Line song. Phil Collins. Way to go, Melinda. Way to go. Phil Collins. I'm a big Phil Collins fan. Question 8. What's the name of Tarzan's adoptive ape mother? Was it Suri, Nala, Cora, or Kayla? You know, if you know anything about Tarzan, you're going to know the answer. You're going to know the answer here. I need to get a bigger screen. It's hard to read y'all's comments. Elijah was having to read stuff for me today on the computer. Linda, you're going to Orlando? What are you going to Orlando for? Vacation? What was the name of Tarzan's adoptive? It was Kayla, I guess, or Kala. Probably Kala. Way to go, Bill, Linda, Melinda. You knew it. Question 9. Here we go. What's the name of the leopard that kills Tarzan's parents? This was a pretty traumatic scene. Zira, Shere Khan, Sabor, or Bagheera? Maybe I need, yeah. Actually, Bill, I have a prescription that I just got recently. I hadn't even had it filled. I do need new glasses. But, you know, I also need a bigger screen. So, what's the name of the leopard that kills Tarzan's parents? Zira, Shere Khan, Sabor, Bagheera. He was the bad monkey. The bad. Who cares? Tom, you kind of strike me as being a cynic. Am I wrong or right about that? A lovable cynic. Sabor, yeah, he was a bad guy, the bad monkey. Sharon, Elijah, Janie, Tom. Got that one right. Here we go. This is question 10. What is Tarzan's wife's full name? Jane Smith, Jane Porter, Jane Foster, Jane Clayton. You need to know this if you're a Tarzan fan. What is Tarzan's wife? Full name. Jane Smith, Jane Porter, Jane Foster, Jane Clayton. I don't know if I've shown, you might have seen the pictures of my grandson online on Facebook. He had real long hair, great looking hair, and he got it cut just the other day and donated it to, I guess, Lots of Love. You talking about being proud. I'm proud of that boy. Jane Porter, Sharon and Melinda. It was a good thing that you did, Elijah. All right, that's question 10. I wasn't fast enough to stop it. So we'll go to 11. Which studio released the animated film Tarzan in 1999? Was it Warner Brothers, Pixar, DreamWorks, or Disney? 1999. What were you doing in 1999? Lord, I couldn't tell you. Which studio released the animated film Tarzan in 1999? Warner Brothers, Pixar, DreamWorks, or Disney? And I got to tell you, I never really, I guess I was older that when these animated versions started coming out, I just, I was used to Johnny Weissmuller, so the animated versions really didn't do anything for me. Disney. Let me pause it here. Bill, Janie, Kat, and Melinda. Remember Disney. Let's go to the leaderboard out of curiosity. Melinda was raising 2 boys. Yeah, I heard that. Bill Hoy is still holding on to first place. All right. Check out your points there. That's good. See how you're doing. You see my Tarzan graphics in the background? I spare no effort to put this together. All right. Question 12. Tarzan the Ape Man. This is in 1981. Starred which actress as Jane? Was it Sigourney Weaver, Jessica Lange, Faye Dunaway, or Bo Derek? Do you remember that? I bet you Bill Hoy. Bill Hoy probably remembers it. He's got a pretty sharp mind. Tarzan the Ape Man starred which actress as Jane? This was in 1981. Melinda, you weren't raising boys then. Sigourney Weaver, Jessica Lange, Faye Dunaway, or Bo Derek? Time is up. All right, here we go. Bo Derek. I think she was the actress that's in, what was it, 10? That movie 10 or something like that. Was she not the one? Question 13. What was Tarzan's father's noble title? Was he the Earl of Greystoke, the Duke of Cambridge, the Count of Norfolk, or the Baron of Essex? What was Tarzan's father? Noble title. Earl of Greystoke, Duke of Cambridge, Count of Norfolk, or Baron of Essex? Seriously, what are you talking about? Seriously, Melinda? Oh, I got something in my eye. Elijah, I thought you were going to a cookout tonight. Did you get canceled out? Because there was some question of what was you would do if it rained. Or you may be at the cookout. Okay. Let's see. Bill is Earl of Greystoke was his title. Bill is on YouTube. Elijah, it looks like you're on YouTube. Kat's on YouTube. Rest of you are on Facebook. I assume. All right. Well, I'll ask that this question. Meet Tarzan, you Jane is a famous line from which actor? Was it Ron Eli, Lex Barker, Johnny Weissmuller, or Christopher Lambert? Meet Tarzan, you Jane is a famous line from which actor? Ron Eli, Lex Barker, Johnny Weissmuller, Christopher Lambert. See, that's the way men used to talk to women back then. You had to keep it real simple so that, everybody could understand each other. So anyway, that was, I don't know what year that was, 1933, maybe 38. All right. Meet Tarzan, you Jane. Classic line. Oh man, it was a great line in the movie. Who said it? Remember that? Tom, do you remember it? Johnny Weissmuller. Sharon, Melinda, Janie, and Linda. Yeah. To me, he was Tarzan. I mean, it's hard to imagine anybody else. But all right. Question 15. Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan, was released in what year? Was it 2001, 1990, 1984, 1978. Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan. That was one of those later Tarzan versions that I think was actually in color. That threw it off a lot. All right, Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan was released in what year? Because I remember when everything was black and white, and it had snow. The video had lines in it, like you were watching it through a snowstorm, and you had like aluminum foil on the rabbit ears. Y'all remember that? 1984. Way to go, Elijah. Elijah, the basketball boy, got it right. Here we go. That's question 15. Bill Hoy has problems when you play on Facebook. Well, you need to tell me what kind of problems, Bill. I'll see if I can fix it. Here we go. The Legend of Tarzan 2016 starred which actor as Tarzan? Was it Chris Hemsworth, Charlie Hunnam, Brad Pitt, or Alexander Skarsgård? 2016 Tarzan. Which actor starred in that? Time is up. This is question 16, y'all. Captain Janie took us out in her boat over the weekend. Alexander Skarsgård. Nobody got that right. And she navigated and handled the Kentucky Lake like an old deckhand. She knew what she was doing. Appreciate it, Janie. The Legend of Tarzan featured which famous villain? Was it Major Blood, General Zod, Colonel Kurtz, or Captain Rom? The Legend of Tarzan featured which famous villain? Janie was out saving a Canada goose. Oh my goodness. What was he, caught in a trap or something? What were you doing with a Canada goose? I'm telling you. If it's on the road and it's an animal, it's coming home with Janie. Trust me. Which famous villain was in the 2016 Tarzan? It was Captain Rom. Sharon, Bill, and Melinda nailed it. Let me pause the game here just a second. Let's see how y'all are doing. Uh-oh. Melinda has somehow managed to pull ahead of Mr. Bill. All right, back to the game. That was, let's see, that was question 17. This is 18 coming up. On Tarzan, excuse me. I know it. There we go. Tarzan and His Mate was released in what decade? Was it the 1950s, the 40s, the 30s, or the 20s? Oh, the goose was then trapped in fishing line? Oh, my goodness. That's bad. If you ever go fishing, don't ever discard loose fishing line. Take it with you and dispose of it, because it can mess up a lot of things. Tarzan and His Mate was released in what decade? 50s, 40s, 30s, or 20s? I guess y'all notice that Sharon is back. She's been off for a few days. And then she tells me she's going to take off again. She's a traveler. The 1930s, Linda got that right. Give Linda a cheer. Linda, did you see my new song on the Facebook? Here we go. Tarzan's yell became iconic thanks to which actor? Was it Ron Eli, Mike Henry, Johnny Weissmuller, or Buster Crabbe? Do you remember that? I mean, that's all part of the Tarzan myth, is that yell. Ron Eli, Mike Henry, I'm sorry, Johnny Weissmuller, or Buster Crabbe. Yeah. Tarzan. One time I could yell like Tarzan, but I can't do it now. It takes a lot of energy. Which actor made it iconic? Johnny Weissmuller. Elijah? Johnny Weissmuller. Everybody got that right. Sharon, Melinda, Bill, and Linda. We're having people not answer. Okay. This is question 20. Tarzan Boy. A hit song from the 80s was performed by whom? Spandau Ballet, Duran Duran, Baltimore, Aha. Tarzan Boy. Does anybody actually remember that song? I do not. I do not know. Linda, you need to text Chrissy, because I'm getting ready to have this thing about write the next line, and she may need to vote. She may want to vote. If I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Baltimore. Nobody knew that one. That was kind of a tough one. I don't remember the song, actually. Yeah, I'll have to look that one up, just out of curiosity. Melinda McKinnon. How does she do it? Wonder Woman. All right, that's the leaderboard. So she's got the bragging rights. Good game, y'all. Now let's go to... Congratulations, Melinda. I'll post everybody's score up here in just a few minutes. You can see how many points you got. I'm going to go here. This is the line. We're writing a song. If you've just heard about this, and everybody is contributing what they want to be the next line progressive in the song. So we've got two lines of the first verse, and they are, I'm putting on, the song is about playing the trivia game in the Fredonia Show. So the first verse is, I'm putting on my thinking cap, ready to play a game. And the second line is, and I hope this game doesn't strain my brain. That was contributed by Bill Hoy, and it's a great line. So let me go over here. So we're going to go to the next line of the song. And I noticed, that's what I wanted to make sure, that you go to the Free in Fredonia Facebook page if you're going to make a comment or contribute a line, because that way I can see them. I feel like I'm missing some lines. So let me go here. Stay with me. Don't run off. Here we go. And I think you can still hear me. So this is a poll, and I've tried to put this together. If you look up in the top right-hand corner, you can see me. I'm still here, and I didn't do anything, but I see somebody, or I might have hit the mouse. I don't know. But anyway, up at the top are the two lines. I'm putting on my thinking cap, ready to play a game, and I hope this game doesn't strain my brain. Now, here are the contributions. Kat's line is, but if it does, I'll just say, what again? Okay. My contribution, if I miss a few questions, there's only one to blame. Chris' contribution is going with my gut, is what he wrote there, is number one on my brain. Linda's contribution is thinking and thinking, what a strain. And then Chrissy, the Free in Fredonia's calling, and it's never quite the same. All right. I want everybody to vote Cat, I did not see. If you had one, I did not see it. And I looked at all the sites. And that's what I'm afraid that it was going to happen, that I would miss one. So we want to go to the free in Fredonia. I see you're on YouTube. That would be go to the Free in Fredonia Facebook page and make your contribution, and I'll include it in with these others. But go ahead and vote. You only get one vote. Go ahead and vote on this. You can't vote for Linda. Why can't you vote for Linda, Sharon? Just type in. Oh, I don't see Linda's thing. I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. Hold on a minute. Let me fix this. I got two Chris's up. One of those is supposed to be Linda. I'm bad. I'm sorry. There now. Can you see Linda? Yeah, I got it fixed. So vote, type in your choice. There's Cat. Cat, I got your suggestion on here. I'm sorry, I'm confused. There you go. All right. Type in the one that you want. Now, if there's a tie, we're going to have to eliminate the lower ones and re-vote, okay? So, has everybody voted? Okay, it looks like Linda. Has everybody voted on the poll? Type in the name of which line that you want to be the third line in this song, and it all makes sense when we get finished. I promise you. So, all right. So we've got 2 for Linda and 2 for Chrissy, 2 for Cat. All right. So we have is it a 3-way tie? Would y'all say yes to a 3-way tie? So I can eliminate Gary and Chris. So let me do that. Gary is gone. Uh-oh. I'm gonna delete everybody. All right. And we'll put in, was it Chrissy and Linda, right? Sorry. Y'all throwing me curves. Okay, now. Oh, now Chrissy comes to vote. Hey, Chrissy. Glad you made it. I've been talking about you. All right, now it looks like we're even. So let's see. I don't know if you can vote again. If you didn't vote, I think this is working, right? Do y'all have any problems with maybe a problem with it? Is everybody voted? Bill, I don't see you on there. Did you vote? Yeah, there you are. I'm sorry. You did vote. All right. Well, by this poll, it looks like Miss Chrissy's line, the Free in Fredonia is calling, and it's never quite the same. It's going to be the third line. All right. I'm going to include this. I include this line on the next graphic, and I'll put it on the Free in Fredonia Facebook page. So there, everybody can go and make a contribution to see what the fourth line is. So today's Monday. We get this first verse written by tomorrow, and maybe some of the second verse, because I'd really like to have this song done by Thursday to where I can produce it and play it Friday. That's my ultimate goal. Yes, Chrissy, you're late. Don't do that again, Chrissy. You are tardy. I know you're never tardy at anything. I appreciate you being here. All right, I'm going to include that line. Let me go back here. I don't think we had any other business to discuss. Let me go back here. All right, Christy, I'll put your line in there and get you squared away there. That's going to be a fun song. Fun song. Set your alarm, Christy. That's the best way to do it. All right. Appreciate everybody playing. We're going to keep trying new stuff and to make it as interesting as possible. I appreciate every one of you. And Elijah and his crew, Daniel and Isaiah, they'll be going back Wednesday, but they still can play. I mean, they still have the technology to play. So I hope they do. All right. Y'all take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.